welcome or welcome back to your daily pick-me-up message. Before we have a look inside these cards to see what the energy is like for you today, my lovely, whenever you happen to watch this. If this is not the first time that you see my face, which maybe it is, maybe it isn't, you already know I have some messages that I'm meant to share with you beforehand, before we can have fun with the cards. And this message throws a punch. Like, it's feeling like a rude awakening, but like a gentle wake-up call at the same time. I know it should make sense, but hear me out. It will make sense for you in a second as well, yeah? And basically what we are being asked to do, what you're being asked to do, my lovely, is having some type of mini audit of your life right now. Because there's certainly something that you're currently giving to, yeah, that you feel like you're responsible for, that you're not even realizing that you're kind of like in a codependent mechanism, as in your savior complex, you know, like wanting to help and like save the world. Like, you're so focused on that, you kind of gotten sidetracked and lost the focus of like saving yourself first. Full on body chills. And this is coming from like a major people pleaser, yeah, that is just bringing this message forward. And I'm obviously also kind of affected, because this message is not only for you, it's also for me, right? But literally, it's like the question, and I'm gonna read you exactly what I've written down, is like, are you living your life for yourself or for others? Time to focus on your own mastery. That is why. And you might have maybe noticed that messages and synchronicities, like your guides, they've been very vocal. They've been trying to get your attention for a while, and this is just now like another nudge to like fully like open up your eyes and see it for what it is, that you've kind of like neglected your own needs and what you see your life turning into, and you're meant to come back to that. Also, you're meant to revisit these big visions and goals that you have for your life, yeah, because you've done so much change. Like, you're a completely different person. I wouldn't be surprised if you were to sit with what do you want your life to look and feel like. The answers might very much differ from how you would have answered this question in the past. Yeah, but that is basically like the main energy that I've been like picking up on. It's like, you're just so loving. Yeah, you cannot help yourself but help others. I know. But you still meant to do that, but you're meant to focus on yourself first. Like, you're the highest priority. By you prioritizing yourself like for and foremost, you're then able to help them from an even more grounded and mastered space. Yeah, like mastery, like that word is so important, because right now like energies are in full support of you completely like fulfilling your full potential, yeah, and not making sure that others do by you guiding them. No, like, you need to arrive there first, yeah? I also feel a lot of like tension in my heart space, which usually that makes me feel of like heart, you know, chakra activations and expansion. But I feel like this is maybe more related to something that you're having a hard time letting go of, even though, and that is okay, that's why it's coming through, you're meant to remember like whatever like energetic cords or codependent, like, you know, entanglements you find yourself in, you can cut that, no problem, but the love will never go anywhere. That's, oh, full on body chills. That is the beautiful thing, and the reminder that will hopefully help you to come back to you, yeah? That's also why we've been picking up on so much noise, you know? All these energies want something out of you. No, literally, I see like a huge X, like, no, you focus on yourself first. Yeah? Good. But now let's see if there's any additional message in the cards for you, like what the energy is like specifically today. Maybe there's just another like nuance that I haven't touched upon. I know it's like very straightforward today, but it was just like so loud. Also speaking of soul out, okay, now I'm being drawn back to the song that started playing in my ear actually yesterday, but it kept on coming through this morning as well. It's like, this is just the price I pay, destiny is calling me, open up my eager eyes, this is the price I pay. Mr. Brightside by the Killers. Ooh, such a good banger, huh? But literally, and it's so funny, like when I heard it for the first time, what I heard was open up my eagle eyes, you know, as the bird, which makes so much sense because you're, I don't know, you're kind of where you're currently involved in, it feels just very noisy and like nitpicky and just like small. When in fact, when you think about an eagle, like that's like big picture thinking, yeah. Again, like the also what I said about revisiting your goals, your ambitions for your life, what you want it to look like. That is where you're meant to be directed back to, because then you're also gonna gain a lot of epiphanies of what you want to cultivate and nurture at this time. Because yes, it might feel like very still right now, but it's not meant to. And like key references are so freaking, like they've been coming through the messages, like the last couple of ones if you watched those as well, you know, like doors opening, wanting to open. You have the key within you to then have the forward momentum that you've been like longing for. You understand what I'm saying? But if you were like freaking involved in other people's business, to put it like very bluntly, you're not able to find the key within, yeah? So remove yourself out of that. Be in your own energy, yeah? Tap in. This will also like strengthen your ability to connect with your own guidance, yeah? And your spirit team. You don't need me. You don't need any tarot readings. I know I said it like yesterday, but this is so important. Like that's you fully claiming your sovereignty. You only need your own guidance. Yeah? Anything else is just like, you know, like fancy little confirmations, but you don't need it. Okay. But now, let's have in, yeah? If there's anything additionally that wants to come through for you. I know I mentioned my mirror and the post-its on it. I'm literally being drawn to one specifically that I'm meant to share with you, and it says, we are human after all. Yeah, that like literally addresses the need for just showing ourselves grace at this time, yeah? If you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I fully stepped into like my savior complex once more. I thought I already like passed it. You're human. It's completely normal to, you know, have these kind of waves. It's just important to like be aware of and like to pull yourself out of that situation as quickly as possible. Okay? So this is obviously exactly what you were meant to hear, but this is also something that your higher self, your inner knowing, already was aware of, you know? So anyhow, okay. This is so funny. I just keep on getting, but that's the message as well. Getting derailed, huh? Every which way. But this is what you're meant to be focusing on. Your core, your being. Sometimes I'm just like even spooked out by the synchronicities in these messages, honestly. Okay. I already saw one that makes so much sense. Wow. I freaking love this. Wow. This honestly feels like a very significant like marker for you right now. Having this epiphany and just like fully honing in on you and what you want out of life, that's going to change everything. Because literally what we have, the self and the gem, literally look at the colors, like that is just saying the gem, you know, like the gift that is waiting for you to be discovered is within you, has always been inside of you, but you haven't given yourself the needed space to discover it because you're always involved in other stuff. Yeah, when you're just meant to be involved with you, with yourself. And then we have the dead end. That is just confirmation that this exactly what has come up like right away when I said there's like some codependent, some savior thingy that you're involved in. You want to save every single one, but you're not saving yourself. This has got to stop. Dead end. Done, done. Yeah? Because what you're, and this is like, here's the thing. Because I can literally hear you like, Tony, we are meant to save like the world and humanity and the collective. Yes, but you're doing that by saving yourself first, because my lovely, what you're meant to do is you're meant to be the, I mean, this is now called the thread. I also love the reference of a bridge. It's the same freaking thing. You're meant to be the connection between the lower density, like 3D world that we're currently in, and like wake people up to high higher frequency that we have access to all along, and that is actually our more natural organic being, right? Like this meat suit, like being so constricted, like that is not our inherently like natural way of being at all. So we're meant to reconnect those, but you can only do that if you yourself are connected to higher frequency, higher knowledge, and embody that. You have to master yourself first, okay? Because you're meant to lead in that regard, yeah? You need to arrive at that point first. So that is just confirmation. Like all these cards, like I couldn't have picked better cards, honestly, to just like undermine this had to be said, yeah? And honestly, with that said, I'm feeling called to wrap up this daily big mirror message actually up here now. As always, let me know in the comment section if this resonated. Also, just put in the comments what it is. Like, this might literally just now be the epiphany that you needed, or it has been something that you've already been thinking about letting go. This is now your freaking confirmation. Like, I love when that comes through. It's like, let it rip. Let it just go. Yeah, put an end to it. But anyhow, with that said, have yourself a beautiful, wonderful rest of the day as always. And I cannot wait to see your beautiful face on one of my next upcoming videos, which I don't know when that's gonna be, because I'm gonna have a little update to share with you in a little bit. Which, I mean, energies change all the time, right? And like for me, I've already also gotten a rude awakening, but like in a very beneficial way. But more on that in a second. But anyhow, take care of yourself, and I love you very, very much. Bye bye. Whoa. Literally, like my hand felt like frozen for a second. I'm like not part of my body, because like the energy was just so intense. And literally what I saw this transmission doing is, because I already set an intention before, I'm like, make their access to the higher realms, to their guidance more easy. And I literally saw like this transmission is helping you like literally clean the channel. And I just saw like a beam of like white crystalline light just like shooting out of your crown chakra, you know, up to the heavens. So that is freaking beautiful. And then I also heard your spirit guides, they've been waiting for you. Oh, for nobody chose. They've been waiting for you for a while to really reconnect with them and listen and just like engage with them. Like they've missed you a lot. This makes me emotional. So that is actually freaking beautiful. And then the last thing that I heard was, you are safe. Yeah, it's safe for you to trust your own inner guidance, the guidance that you're receiving, without having to depend on any tarot readings, any conversation with friends, like it doesn't matter, no, because you know best all along, yeah. So, ooh, I am full of body chills. That is so freaking beautiful. So there you have it. And those that probably already guessed it, because also with, you know, the theme being very heavy in this message alone, I'm also feeling called to focus on my own mastery. And it's so funny because when we're in it, we're not really realizing what we're doing. But I've been kind of escaping into like uploading every single day and sending out these messages because I was like, oh yeah, let me help. Yeah, let me help with these like turbulent energies, which is all like a beautiful heart-based intention. And this is probably also the same for you. Yeah, what you've been doing, like it comes from the most beautiful place, but it still keeps you from focusing on what currently needs your full attention, and that is your own freaking mastery. And that's why I also decided to step back from daily posting for now. What does that mean? Honestly, I don't know in what intervals I'm gonna post from here on out, if it's gonna be 2 times a week, once a week, every 2 weeks, I don't know. Just the intention that I already have is, believe me when I say, when you see me pop up on your freaking For You page, you better believe the message that I'm packing is just powerful. And then you can think about indulging in it or not. I also made the decision to like cut out all tarot readings because, I mean, here's the thing, right? It's like listening to my own advice as in the advice that comes through from like higher intelligence, right? So I'm just gonna lead by example and I'm gonna do it. And I already feel, that's the thing, I already feel so much lighter and like energy has been now flowing again. So you will notice that as well. It's just your energy has been focused in the wrong place for a bit too long. It's meant to come back to you. And then your, acceleration, I just heard, is meant to speed up, because that is just what your spirit guides, universe, mother, father have been like waiting on the whole freaking time. They've been waiting on you realizing it. And also because obviously like I freaking love you, yeah, and me stepping back is also just an invitation for you to like learn to walk by yourself, on your own 2 feet. I literally see like a little baby deer trying to walk, but it's like forcing you to connect with your inner guidance yourself. You're meant to master it. Like that is the only freaking voice of reason that you will ever need to navigate this life, yeah? These energies. You don't need me, you don't need any other tarot readings. I know I repeat it, but it's so important for you to really have it click. Yeah, I know it brings a lot of comfort. I know, but you don't need that security blanket at all. You don't. You do not need it. Everything you have, everything you need, you have. That's what I wanted to say. Just like, yeah. So, with that said, I'm actually feeling very excited for what's ahead because it feels huge. A huge marker, a huge milestone of just literally fulfilling our fullest potential. Like that is the focus that we're meant to have right now. Yeah, disregarding all other things and the noise around us. So I'm excited. Are you excited? And you will hear about it. If I have like any updates to share, you will see like with the next upload. I will for sure do that. I'm also already thinking of ways how I can still kind of bring like daily energy updates across, but more also related to like the planetary placements and just like make it easily digestible. So that already, again, like my creative juices are flowing again when they've been like completely frozen before, because I literally didn't have the capacity to even sit with what wanted to come through, because I was so wrapped up in YouTube and like delivering messages and just like catering to others. It's time to cater to ourselves, okay? Let's do it. Actually, it's time for this. If you have been here for a while, you know exactly what this is. Let's make a pinky promise. You put yourself first. For maybe once in your life, but I feel like you have been doing that quite well. but it's just, you get distracted for a bit. Come back to that, okay? Only by you saving yourself first, you can save the world. And if we're all doing that, we have the world saved in no time. Yeah, so I love that. I love that for us. But anyhow, my lovely, I'm gonna go now. Let's see if you made it to the very end of this video. Comment what is like a, okay. I'm like, what is the highest priority emoji? No, but I see a check mark. Let's do a green check mark for like affirming this message, being like, you know what? I know I'm good by myself. I have all the tools available to me now. It's time for me to fully step into my full power and sovereignty, not being dependent on anything outside of me. If that's not a power move, I don't know what is. Yeah, and I'm so freaking proud of you, because obviously like everything that you went through up until now like has led you right to this moment right here where you're meant to fly free. Yeah, you're meant to fly free. Whoa, this is so significant for those especially that have watched the last couple of daily pick-me-up messages. Also like the references of the wings, all of it. It's here. Oh my gosh, this feels so incredible. I'm like, I don't want to leave, but I know it's like, I'm meant to let you, you know, try out those new wings of yours. And I also need to fly, you know. But honestly, if I could hug you right now, I would, okay? Honestly, but yeah. I'm gonna go now. Don't forget to comment, check mark, so I know that you actually stayed until the very end. Just know that I freaking love you and appreciate you so much. And I will see you when I see you. Yeah, who knows when that's gonna be, but I'm just so excited for us. This is huge. Huge. This will change everything, honestly. So can't wait to hear about it all like in the comment sections of this video or future videos. Like, we got this. Bye 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 bye.